¿Cómo era ahí en su casa con su mamá y papá? What was your life like with your parents, your mom and your father?
A veces solo cuando salía a jugar con mis amigos, con mi hermano, y ellos ellos no les gustaban que yo jugara fútbol, pero entonces yo salía a jugar con mis amigos a jugar y ellos me llamaban y cuando yo llegaba ahí me pegaban.
My parents didn't like me to go out and play soccer, but I would go out and play soccer with my friends sometimes. And then when I would get home, they would hit me quite a bit. ¿Y qué pasaba cuando ellos te pegaban mucho? What would happen when they would hit you a lot?
Ellos me pegaban duro y yo gritaba y me dolía y me dejaban morado en mi espalda y en mi pierna.
Well, when they would hit me so hard that it would bruise my back and my legs, and I would cry out. Pero ya no pasa esas cosas con usted. Well, those things don't happen to David anymore now that he's here with us in Canica. ¿Te gusta vivir aquí con nosotros? Do you like living here with us? ¿Sí? ¿Te gusta? Sí. ¿Sí? ¿Y tienes un futuro aquí con nosotros en Canica?
Sí.
And David is agreeing that he has a future here with us here in Canica. Linda and Richard Anthony from Michigan, and we are now here in San Marcos, Guatemala.
It literally looked like a city dump in the back, especially. All our children were sick. They're no longer sick. All our children were either sick with dysentery or diarrhea or something of that nature. So the Lord just gave us this word to clean it up physically and clean it up spiritually.
Martita was found in a backpack in a park. She was our 3-year-old.
At 2 months old.
Yeah, at 2 months old. Our Andre was abused by his father. His father would get drunk and take a machete and press it to his head until it would bleed. Just as a game. He'd play a game.
Gabby, Sumi, Lucero, and Brendy, the 4 sisters. They were taken away from their mom because of alcoholism. And Gabby, when we got here, was very angry. She would hit her little sisters a lot. Now that hardly ever happens, and she's a typical teenager, Guatemalan teenager, I should say. She goes to youth group. She's doing well in school. She loves to fix her hair, polish her nails, just like any 14-year-old girl.
Being in Canica was overwhelming with love, overwhelming with God's presence. I was just blown away how, over the days you learn these kids' stories, and they're so tragic and so sad. But when you're in that orphanage, all you feel is love.
There are a lot of kids that are experiencing the love of Christ through Richard and Linda. Some words that describe Canica to me are joyful, peaceful, safe, tranquil, and transformative. Canica, in one word to me, is transformation. There's transformation going on in the children's lives. There's transformation that's going on in the community through the church that has planted and started Canica. And God's using that place for a mission greater than just the transformation and protection of children's lives.
After a week of being there, I would say that it's not an orphanage, it's a home. And Rich and Linda are doing a beautiful job, along with their workers, of creating a home for children who don't have a home. And really instilling in these children that they are children of God. They want them to be raised to know the Lord, and they're so intentional about that.
Hi, my name is Ryan Frusty, friends of Richard and Linda Anthony, who are currently serving as missionaries in San Marcos, Guatemala at Canica Orphanage. You have just got a small taste of what God has been up to at the orphanage. It is a very special place of hope for children who, for one reason or another, were either left to fend for themselves on the streets of Guatemala or were victims of abuse in homes with addicted parents. The incredible thing is that God has wrapped His amazing love around the walls of that orphanage and is internally creating a family in His name, the Niños del Rey, or Kids of the King. If you have a family of your own, you know how expensive it is to raise kids. Well, Rich and Linda and the small staff at Canica have been raising 35 of them. Children ranging in the ages of 1 to 14, they have many needs and they truly need our financial support and prayers. This video was created to bring awareness to what's happening at Canica and how you and I can join God's work in Guatemala. Right now, the largest current need is a building project known as Eddie's House. The laws in Guatemala do not allow kids who are 14 years and older to sleep in the same building as those who are younger than 14.
Canica has several teenagers that are close to being taken and put in a government orphanage unless the second phase of the orphanage is finished.
The total cost of the building project is about $125,000 US, not including furnishings. The building will be 2 stories and will include rooms for both teenage boys and girls. It also includes a hangout and homework space, a new kitchen to expand the already maxed out cooking needs of Canica, and more bathrooms. Currently, all the girls share 1 shower and all the boys share 1 shower at Canica. At this point, about 10% of the funds have been raised in Guatemala, and work has begun and stopped as the money has dried up. The other 90% of the money and the time frame to raise it is of utmost importance. I urge you to pray and to seek the Lord to see if you should be part of helping to keep the kids of Canica together until they are 18 and ready to move into adulthood. To donate, please visit the Mountains of Hope for Kids of the King website at canicakids.weebly.com. Your donation will be secure, tax-deductible, and will solely benefit the kids of Canica. There you can learn about trips to Canica and other ways to support the everyday work of the orphanage. Thank you for considering Canica as your mission field, and may God bless you all.